Yo, what's going on, everybody? Boss Magazine, Backroom Podcast collab.
Yes, sir.
Definitely the biggest. We here live at Pleighs, and we're here with one of our performers tonight, Lyric Dixon. And before we start, I definitely gotta give a shout out to my boy.
Yo, what's going on, people? You feel me? Hey, shout out to Brandon. He's not here, but we're doing it for the team. Backroom Pod to the moon, and shout out to Bass Magazine for having us on. And shout out to Pleighs. Feel me? That Feel Records. Everybody, man. Everybody performing tonight. Shout out to Lyric. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, lyrical. But how you want to start it, man?
Shoot,
I'm
man.
following your lead. Let's do it.
All right, then. So let's jump right into it, man, because I want you to get some time to prepare for your performance. So I definitely want to get into how did you get started with poetry?
So when I was younger, I was very expressive as a kid, and I remember going to bed and laying next to my mom and kind of was like, "Mom, I got a poem," and I said it to her, and she was like, "Oh, that's kind of good." So then we the next day she made me tell, like, she had a friend that was an art teacher, and she made me tell her friend, and they made a scrapbook out of it, and it made me feel special. So it was something I wanted to continue, and that was like the first time I ever like really did poetry.
I got a question though, like before you pass the mic back. So, I'm not really too big of a poet listener. Can I ask you something very basic? What makes a good poet?
Oh, inflation, what they're talking about, and how much they can engage you into what they're saying.
So like it's like I'm saying, like if I listen to a poet, like or like I don't know what the right word is, like a poetry, like what should it do to me as I'm listening to it? Like what should it do?
So I always said a good poet is able to express the five senses to another person. That person can then feel it. Like, so if you can feel, taste, hear, smell, or touch what they're saying with your imagination, then that is a like successful poem.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
In
Poem.
my opinion.
Poem. That's what I was trying to find. That's the word.
Yeah. So definitely, So what can we expect from you tonight?
So tonight I'm actually really, really nervous. I don't usually perform, but the poems are authentic, and they're from a poetry project that I have coming out. It's actually a poetry book called A Black Love Story, and the poems are about like an authentic journey into accepting yourself and accepting how scary it can be to like becoming a woman, coming from girlhood to womanhood, and just accepting and embracing that entire journey. So these poems are going to be really, really, really vulnerable and really authentic tonight.
So, you said you've been writing from Hollow?
Like
5 years old? Okay. So, what would you say is the best one have you made yet so far?
I don't have a best. So the ones that I really love the most are the ones that when like I'm really super emotional and I'm feeling like heavy emotions, and I just like write without even a thought process. No, like, oh, this has to sound like this. This is for this. Just me expressing my emotions. Those are my favorites.
So you talked about so basically you speak for young girls coming up into being ultimately grown women. Who are some of those women who have guided you through your womanhood?
That's what I was.
So I don't want to give the misconception that I only speak to young girls. I speak to the African American experience in general. So I have two little brothers, and a lot of what I'm writing right now is based around wanting them to a world I want them to live in. One that's healthy for them, one that's safe for them. So it's not just women I write about, but as for some of the women I love, Zora Hill Herson. I'm really inspired by Bell Hooks right now. I'm really inspired by, I can't even name them all, poet Jasmine Mons. I'm inspired by everyday poets. I'm also inspired by not just poets, but like women in the world. There's this woman called the Hood Healer who's healing the world. So yeah, I'm inspired by a lot of women right now. A lot of women.
I'm good.
So those are some powerful women, man, and like just off history and like what they've been through and things like that. So Maya Angelou ain't in there? Maya Angelou not in there?
I didn't hear.
I'm about to say, I ain't hear.
That's the only. I didn't hear that.
Maya is golden, but the thing is, I have to be very authentic with what I say. And Maya is a time period that existed, and we honor her. We love her. She's an elder. But as for right now, I'm not saying what she said doesn't affect right now, but there's also women right now that need celebrating, and is a little bit more. I don't want to keep saying authentic, but relevant to what's happening in today's time. That's all.
I was just joking. I probably.
We like Maya. We love Maya.
Okay, so I have a question. Listening to you, right? You speak a lot about the Black experience, and then you just speaking about Maya Angelou, about her being relevant to this time. Can I ask you, how do you feel like the experience is now, and what vision is it that you are trying to portray to us right now?
So right now, I believe we're in an age where the perception of reality is based on yourself. So what I'm trying to realize and envision for myself and my brothers and my friends is just a very safe world, an emotionally vulnerable world, a comfortable world, and a world that's just really embraced by love, where we know how to like love each other, where I'm not going online and seeing like, men got to take out the trash, women got to take out the trash, men can't do nails, this can't do nails, man. Like it's so many arguments that's to divide us. I really just would like to hear more things of that unifying everybody. Yeah.
Unification. Yeah. Unification. Okay, that's beautiful.
Well, we can wrap it up right here. Like, yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Before we wrap it up. I don't know if you have any final words where the people can find you and everything. Yeah. Shout outs.
So you can shout out. You can follow me, Just Lyric the Poet. I also do film directing, so Just Lyric Directing. You can follow the team. That's Duchess Scott. That's my best friend. We do films together. Jen, of course, Boss Magazine. That's my brother.
Hey, we gonna camera, so they got this on tape now how you be treating me.
I love him. And Ollie Wisdom. I think collectively it's a lot that's gonna come from all of us. So I can't shout myself out without shouting out the team. So that's us. That's us. And a few other people, but that's us.
Hey, man. First one of the night, man. Boss Magazine, Backroom Podcast. Shout out to jcoolien, man.
Hey, we out here, man. Shout out to Lyric. Appreciate y'all.
Sure. Thank you.
Hey, have a great performance. You're welcome.